who smokes marijuana is 79 times more likely to have an addiction problem later in life than a child who never tries marijuana. Here are some reasons why you shouldn't drink alcoholic beverages, including beer and wine coolers. Alcohol is the second leading cause of death in our country. More than 100,000 people die every year because of drinking. Adolescents are twice as likely as adults to be involved in fatal alcohol-related car crashes. Half of all assaults against girls or women involve alcohol. Drinking is illegal if you are under the age of 21. You could be arrested for this crime. Here are 3 reasons why you shouldn't smoke cigarettes. Nicotine is highly addictive. Once you start smoking, it is very hard to stop, and smoking cigarettes causes lung cancer and other diseases. Tobacco and nicotine-related diseases kill more than 400,000 people every year. Each day, 3,000 kids begin smoking. 1/3 of these youngsters will probably have their lives shortened because of tobacco use. Children who smoke cigarettes are almost 6 times more likely to use other illegal drugs than kids who don't smoke. If your parents haven't told you how they feel about the dangers of illegal drugs, ask them. 1 of every 10 kids aged 12 to 17 is using illegal drugs. They do not understand the risks they are taking with their health and their lives. However, the vast majority of young people in America are smart enough to figure out that drugs, cigarettes, and alcohol could rob them of their future. Be your body's best friend. Guard your mental and physical health by staying away from drugs. Forward. Why should I learn about drugs? Stephen L. Jaffe, M.D., Senior Consulting Editor, Professor of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, Emory University. Your grandparents and great-grandparents did not think much about drug awareness. That's because drugs, to most of them, simply meant medicine. Of the 3 types of drugs, medicine is the good type. Medicines such as penicillin and aspirin promote healing and help sick people get better. Another type of drug is obviously bad for you because it is poison. Then there are the kinds of drugs that fool you, such as marijuana and LSD. They make you feel good, but they harm your body and brain. Our great crisis today is that this 3rd category of drugs has become widely abused. Drugs of abuse are everywhere, not just in rough neighborhoods. Many teens are introduced to drugs by older brothers, sisters, friends, or even friends' parents. Some people may use only a little bit of a drug, but others who inherited a tendency to become addicted may move on to using drugs all the time. If a family member is or was an alcoholic or an addict, a young person is at greater risk of becoming one. Drug abuse can weaken us physically. Worse, it can cause permanent mental damage. Our brain is the most important part of our body. Our thoughts, hopes, wishes, feelings, and memories are located there, within 100 billion nerve cells. Alcohol and drugs that are abused will harm and even destroy these cells. During the teen years, your brain continues to develop and grow, but drugs and alcohol can impair this growth. I treat all types of teenagers at my hospital programs and in my office. Many suffer from depression or anxiety. A lot of them abuse drugs and alcohol, and this makes their depression or fears worse. I have celebrated birthdays and high school graduations with many of my patients, but I have also been to sad funerals for others.